Hello, in this video, we will demonstrate our project application's final version. Introduction. Alicisindan is an e-commerce app that enables both the buyer and the seller to create listings for products they desire to buy or sell. It allows users to reach out to other users and buy or sell a diverse set of products. The key difference between conventional e-commerce apps and Alicisindan is that with Alicisindan, buyers can also announce the products they are looking for, enabling potential sellers to reach out to them. In addition, with the unique features like forum, chat, and reviews, users can have a better experience.
In our previous presentations and reports, we discussed the features we planned for our app, and here's a list of the features we achieved. In our app, all users can post both buy and sell listings. All users have unique profiles where they can present their information. We have a forum where all users can discuss various topics. We have a chat feature where owner of a listing and a potential recipient can communicate about products, its price, etc. Users can add their listings to their favorites to view them later without needing to search for them again. Users view the reviews they received and see their overall rating. We can match listings of opposite types when the user creates a new post to enable easy access to potential listings of interest. Users can customize their profiles and their posts. Users can filter and search the listings. All user data is protected and all passwords are hashed. And while doing all of this, we tried to use a useful, efficient, and intuitive UI. The only feature we couldn't achieve is email verification. Even though the server side of this feature was ready, we couldn't implement it in the UI due to a lack of time. And now we will continue with the app demo.
Now I would like to talk about how our app actually works. So when you first download our app, this is our splash screen. And if you want, you can create an account, but also you can move on to navigate in our app as a guest by clicking this cross icon. To utilize most of the Alicisindan's feature, we recommend you to go and log in. So from this profile page, you can go and click login. If you have an account, you can sign in here, but if you don't have an account, you can create an account here. Since I have an account, I would like to log in. So this is our home page. In the featured section, you can see sell posts as well as the buy posts. In the categories, you can select the category you want to buy or sell the product you are looking for. And from this plus button, you can create add or sell listings. So the program prompts you to select whether you want to buy or sell an item. So let's say I want to buy a book using Alicisindan. That's why I'm clicking the buy button. Here you can see that I want to buy a book. So I'm selecting my category, books and literature and university books. So you can give a brand, you can select whether it's unused or second-hand. You can give it a title, details, price, location, and images. And when you click post now, the listing will be added to the database and shown to the users. So we have a search bar where you can search items that you are looking for. Let's say we want to buy a headphone. We can even write head and click, and you can see the listings here. And let's say you want to buy this specific earphone from Emirhaniye, and you can see that Emirhaniye actually wants to sell this item. We added such a label to not make it confusing by using such labels. When you click onto the listing, the program loads the listing details from the database, and you can see the price of it and the user who posted, and here are the details. If you want, you can click the star button and you can favorite this item to check it out later. But if you can also click this chat button to go to the chat section where you can talk with this seller or the buyer. So there's a loading screen here waiting for the previous chat to load. Since we haven't talked to the Emirhan yet, there is no previous chat, so we can say hi and send it to the Emirhan. In the Emirhan's phone, he would see a notification titled, there's a notification from Bora saying hi to you. And you can also go and check your messages from going profile and messages. You can check that my message is here. Also, Emirhan right now send a message to us saying hello. Other than this, you can filter your selections from choosing, clicking to the filter bar, and also you can see all the categories here. These are the separate buy and sell pages. If the UI didn't load, you can pull down and reload the page again. You can see these are all buy listings where the user wants to buy a product, not to sell it. So if you are a seller, you can click to the buy section and select your buyer here. And this page is a conventional sell page. So you can see errors popping up. This is due to the emulator. Such errors does not pop up in our phones. You can see that these are the sell postings. Also, another crucial feature of our app was the forum. You can see that there are lots of forum posts. Let's say you want to buy an earphone, but you don't know which specific earphone is the best for you. If this is the case, you can look at the forum and check out the forum which is most relevant to your needs. You can see that I posted that, hey, any ideas, as a comment to this forum. Also, in the profile page, let's go to the profile page again. Also, you can see that when the user is already signed in, the app doesn't prompt you to go and sign in again. So you can see that you can check your posts here, and this is one of my posts here. Also, you can check your messages. Also, you can post reviews to other users, and that's why you can know that the user is reliable or not. And you can see my reviews here, and you can also check your reviews you had written. You can add a review by, let's say you check this chair and you think that Begum is a good seller. You can click to her page and rate this user by clicking this here. Although I was satisfied her services, since the rating is 1, I became hesitant to sell or buy from this user. There is a help button where you can find your answers when you are lost in our app. And you can change or delete your account by clicking these 2 buttons. Also, you can check your user info from there. So this is the main main functionality of our app, and we aim to keep the experience simple and fluent, and we think that we achieve that while developing Alicisindan.
So I would like to talk about the technical details a bit. As you know from our reports, we use 3 systems. One of them is the client. It's the Android application the user has on their phone. One is the Java application, a server, and one is the database. We actually have multiple databases. The client takes the input from the users and outputs the required data using UI. The server runs the algorithms, makes the computations, and powers the client database interaction. It mainly takes the data request from the client, pulls the data from the database, and sends it to the client. We have multiple databases. We use PostgreSQL for main data handling, for user listing and password data. And we use Firebase for forum posts and private messages.
Here's our main UML diagram. As you can see, there are 2 sides of our app, one of them being the client side. And there are 5 main classes in the client side, titled user, password, listing, review, and Alicisindan exception classes. The user class basically keeps the information of the user, such as their ID and username. The password class does not have any attributes, but it has some methods to check if the entered password is correct or if the password is not correct. It helps set the password or reset the password, etc. The listing class of the app is basically keeping information about each listing, like its ID, name, and it also has some corresponding methods. The review class keeps the reviews that users can leave on each other's profiles. And Alicisindan exception is a child class of the exception class, and it helps throw exceptions in the app. To make the connection between the server and the client, we use the connection class, the request class, and the response class. The request class and the other classes that I have previously mentioned on the client side, they have a dependency relationship because the classes use the request object to connect with the server. And that's basically to sum up the UML diagram. That is it.
So I would like to talk about why we use a server as a bridge. First of all, server controls the data the clients have access to. For some private data, the server asks for password verification. And if the password is not satisfied or is not correct, the data is not given to the client. Other than that, server runs the algorithms and makes the computations and only sends the end results to the client. This makes the client more efficient and faster. Also, the implementation of the server helps us keep some of the algorithms out of the client, and therefore they are kept as a secret and not shared with the end users. Why do we use PostgreSQL as the main database? Because PostgreSQL allows us to use complicated features like filtering and searching, and those features are much more efficient with it. The data is securely kept and the data injections are protected with the built-in methods of the Java's PostgreSQL library. And using SQL allows us to prepare more efficient queries that work faster. And why do we use custom response and request classes? Those classes we designed helps us make client-server interaction a lot easier. By using these classes, we make the process a lot more efficient and faster. It's also a lot easier to handle problems like wrong password usage and server-side exceptions when we use the classes we made. That is our team.
Thank you for listening.